Hi, we're going to be working out of the bargain bowl doing some jelly printing. This is going to be very beginner, very easy, friendly, nothing complicated. I've got some acrylic paint, and one of the things that happens with new folks and myself is getting too much paint. So it is better to start with not enough paint and then work yourself up to some more as you go along than to have too much. So try to just maybe, I don't know, like a teaspoon, more, tablespoon. I have over here a brayer off sheet, a gel press, some kind of acrylic paint, or you can use other things, but I think acrylic paint is your friendliest to start out with, but you can use any kind of acrylic paints. Look, I've got this other bargain bowl with all of my jars instead of tubes. I buy my acrylic paints for the bargain bowl on sale, on clearance. I do not spend a fortune. My paper is 8.5 by 11. My gel print plate is 9 by 11. So let's see this first one. And this is a great background. I'm starting out with some backgrounds, but I love the irregularities. I think it's great. I'm using cardstock because I would like to make some postcards. Okay, this color is called, can you read it? Some kind of a D word, yellow. I'm going to make some gel prints that are in the warm colors, in the cool colors. So that was about a tablespoon of paint, I would say. This is a very transparent paint. Now, my gel plate is made by Gel Print, and it's good. I've had it for years and years and years. And I got mine from Michael's on sale, of course. As a matter of fact, I don't think it was on sale. I think I had a coupon. And I ordered it. Ranger is the one that labeled this, but it's made by Gel Plate. And I've had it for years, like more than 10 years. I just have a piece of under paper that I use to catch the edges. And let's see what we've got here. Now I realize, and I love the way it cleaned up the rest of the orange. I realize that this paper is curling a lot. That's okay. We'll straighten her out. All right, let's go with a green. I want to make some postcards. So you need a gel plate. You can even find recipes online, both on YouTube videos and on blogs. But on the YouTube videos, they show you exactly how to make one. And I know that the Frugal Crafter, she made one or two along the way. And they worked great. The only thing about that is, for me, is you have to keep it in the refrigerator, and that's just not doable for me. I don't have that kind of refrigeration space because it's got to be flat, and I don't care what gel plate you have. You need to store it flat, and you can't store anything on top of it, because that will make dents that you may not get out. Okay. Now, Isn't this basic and fun? I think so. There's our green one. And no, they're not perfect in so much as we're not getting just a solid color. But if that's what you want, then just grab a piece of solid paper. Do you know what I mean? We are going to be using some stencils, but we're also, hang on. Okay, that's fine. Let's open her up. There we go. We're also going to be, what was I even saying? Must have been a lie. If your brayer slides instead of rolls, too much paint. If it's water falling off of the edge of your plate, too much paint. This right now may be a little too much paint. We'll see. Don't be in a hurry. You don't need to be in a hurry. I am going to back these. And I like that because I don't have to worry right now about getting the backs messy. Because like I said, I'm going to make postcards for the mail. And then it makes them less flimsy. This particular cardstock it's flimsy. Okay. Hang on. There we go. Looking good to me. Okay, I'm just tossing these over on a piece of big brown paper where they can kind of dry. Oh, what am I doing? Talk about beginner. All right, let's get another color. How about this? Magenta. I haven't found a single type of acrylic paint that doesn't work on the gel plate. But you can use acrylic markers, and you can use really anything that won't puncture it. I've done watercolor on it. I've done sprays. I wasn't crazy about the results, but that doesn't mean I won't try it again. And I purposely picked the 9x12 because generally that's the size of paper I'm working with, but you can get them, I think, 24 inches by 24 inches. I don't even know how I would get that on a paper. I don't have paper that big. And look at there. Isn't that pretty? It kind of reminds me of the colors of making Easter eggs. Okay, let's pick something out of this bowl. This is a wild green. Might not have gotten enough. It can depend on what the humidity is. It can depend on the temperature of your plate. Not that I keep my plate in a controlled temperature environment. It's indoors. It's trying to live through whatever I'm living through. And that's as good as it gets, folks, for art supplies. I don't keep art supplies in the refrigerator. I don't keep art supplies in some kind of a safe. Nope. You do need to give your paper a good press. I know it looks like I'm just kind of rubbing, but honestly, I'm putting pressure on this. I'm standing up. This picked up a lot of stuff. Great. Very nice. All right, how many do we have down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, a couple more. And I've got another one of these. I got these from a Ranger grab bag. If you ever are on the Ranger site, look and see if they have grab bags. They do not always advertise them, but for me, they've been a very good value. I know one of them. Piece by piece. I think I know I have a video of that one, opening it, but I went piece by piece to compare the prices. It was a $64 value, and I paid $16. So, and I've used everything in it. Maybe not for its intended use, but I've used everything in it. Obviously, I still have some left, but the acrylic paints that it came with, the sprays that it came with, were great. Okay. Ranger makes Diane Reevely paint, Dina Wakely paint, the paint for Tim Holtz. So if you like those paints, the Ranger label paints are good too. Quite similar to the other magenta we did. All right. Let's do one more. Let's go back to the bargain bowl. This is kind of a green, like a, foresty green. It's got blue in it, but I like it. And I know it looks kind of bumpy. It was called Gel Acrylics. I don't think they make it anymore. I bought them at Tuesday Morning on their clearance of a clearance. So you can imagine I paid, like 75 cents to $1 per tube. And I got several tubes. One of the tubes was titanium white, which, you just can't go wrong. Now, I've got some stencils, but if you don't have stencils, you can get together some things like citrus fruit bags, potato bags, that have the different kinds of netting. That works great. Bubble wrap works great. I've got some punchinella. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Now I'm going to grab two that have been drying. I just grabbed the first two we did. And I'm grabbing some paint. What color? I'm going to go with an orange. I'm looking back. No, that won't show. It's an orange and a very light green. So I'm digging in the bowl here. Blue. How about that? Oh, sometimes your paint tubes make embarrassing noises. That's okay. We can handle it. Now we're going to do a print, and then we're going to do a ghost print. And a ghost print just means it's the second time you're printing off of the same round of paint. So I'm grabbing just the top stencil. This is a Diane Reevely stencil. Can you see it? Just put that on there. And I'm grabbing the lighter color, putting it on, making a sandwich here, folks. Stay there. Getting my paper. Tried not to slide it or move it. And I am going to give this a really good rub. because now the cardstock, this is another reason why I like the flimsier cardstock. It's got to try to get into the grooves and the spaces of this stencil. So let's see. Let's see what's happening. You ready? Close your eyes. Presto! I love it. Okay, that was the print. Now here comes the ghost print. But I want this paper right handy because I want to do it pretty quick. So I'm going to take off my stencil and I'm going to lay down my print just that quick. Got it on there a little crooked. I don't care. I'm going to be cutting these up. So I'm not looking for a 8.5 by 11, pattern or like design where I need it to be something that's a good composition or any of that kind of stuff. Okay, let's see what we've got. Ooh, I don't know that I got much of anything. Okay, I didn't, but that's okay. Can you see it's still on the plate? I just got that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just setting that piece of paper aside but close by. I'm going to pick a very transparent paint, something that I know doesn't cover up. And this is called the Deco Arts Americana Enchanted. I paid $2. These generally run $5 and $6 a bottle. Putting some on. It is more fluid. That's okay. It's going to look almost clear on the plate. It's going to act like a glaze. And I'm using the brayer gently. I'm not putting a lot of pressure so that I don't just smear the blue all over. Okay, I think I'm all over the plate. And we're going to give it a go again. And we're going to rub. Now, I still may get nothing. We'll see. I know I'm going to have a nice glaze on this sheet. And these papers, when they dry, I'm going to be cutting them up into 4s. And I'm still going to embellish. I'm still going to do maybe some rubber stamping. So these are just, could be journal pages. Could be something you're going to tear up for collage. All right, let's see. I think we got something here. Yes, we do. Looks like a map. What do you think? I think it's beautiful. Okay. Hang on, because I'm going to grab 2 more. And again, I just went random. I picked a yellow one and a pink one. And let's see. I'm going to grab a different stencil. I've got that at the ready. Okay, for that pink, I'm digging. Well, you can watch me dig. It's pretty light, but I think this is pretty transparent. This yellow isn't. How about this? This is called Raw Sienna. Yeah, and I don't know if you can hear, but this paint is so thin, even though it's in a tube, it should be in one of these. It's okay. And I'm going to just switch this out. And here we go. It's kind of a tan color, really. And again, we're not in a hurry. Try to remember that. All right, here's my stencil. This one I bought at Michael's in the home improvement or home decor or something like that, because it was a stencil designed for putting on the wall. So it was in a totally different place than like paper art stuff. It was on clearance. I think this kind of a mermaid scale is pretty popular. You can go to any, my favorite place to buy stencils now is PM Artist Studio. And if you want gel print instructions, you can head over there to their YouTube. I'll link it. And they have multiple times a week live demonstrations. So there we go. Let's take a see what we have. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Now I'm going to take this up, but I want to have the pink one at the ready. And we'll see. Maybe we'll get something. Maybe we won't. But we don't care, right? Because we know what to do. I don't need this that many times doubled. Could hardly feel the gel plate. Okay. Ready to take a look? 1, 2, 3. And yes, indeed, there's still some scales on there, but look, I think that's really pretty. Okay. Grabbing another sheet, but I'm keeping in mind that tan color. I've got this green, another pink. Let's go rogue. What did I say? Green. All right. Digging in here. I don't want black yet, but I wouldn't mind this burnt sienna, which is a reddish brown. Now, I am going to ignore what's under there, and we're going to use another stencil. And maybe we'll get one stencil superimposed on top of another. Great. That's great. But if I don't, I'm not heartbroken. Just, you have to be fluid. You have to be flexible. You will not always get what you're picturing in your mind. Okay. Different stencil. Another one of the wall stencils that I got from Michael's. Kind of like beehive, hexagon-y. And I'm going to start with the pink. I'm going to move it, the top one. There. Because I really want to get this in those grooves. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but all the stencils I selected have thin lines, larger open spaces, and I did that on purpose. They're also all over patterns. They're not a picture. But this doesn't matter. You use what you have, use what you like. Sorry, I was losing that other sheet of paper. All right, what have we got? It's kind of here and there. I really like that. Fine, fine, fine. Now, the green. And if there was any of that yellow, I didn't see it. Pick that up. Put this on. and see what we got. We've been doing this for over 25 minutes. Hasn't the time gone by fast? I hope so. I hope you're enjoying it. Now watch to the very end of the video. I will post some pictures, which are often clearer than what you get from YouTube. And we still have plenty of brown. Okay, save this, Julie. Put it to the side, but keep it close. And let's get one of those shimmery, transparency. This is gold. Fairly transparent. Goes nice with brown. It wants to stay in one place, but oh no, I'm the boss. Can you see that it's transparent? May not have looked at the beginning, but yeah, it is. A lot of metallics and pearls are, and that's great. Now we're going to get a real mishmash, and I know I'm going to love it. Keep your eye out for acrylic paint. They, even on places like Blick, they will run certain colors on really deep discounts. Maybe they're discontinued colors. Maybe they're, I don't know, overrun. But they're always first quality. Okay. What do we have? You ready? Here we go. Well, we cleaned up the plate. And look. Tell me you don't love it. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I'm grabbing two more. I got a purple. And I got a green. And I've got a stencil at the ready. Okay. Move this aside. Now I've got something here. It's a new bargain bowl. These are acrylic inks. I got this, and you have to shake them. And even if I would have shook them before we got together, in the half hour we've been painting, yeah, they would have already gone to pieces. But I've never used it on the plate, so let's see what we get. These are normally as much as $10 a bottle, and I got them for around $3 a bottle. I don't even know really how much you're supposed to put on. Total guess. But let's see. Obviously more fluid. My brayer wants to slide over it instead of roll, but yet I know I don't have too much. It's slowing down. There we go. Let's see what happens with this. I've got Gelli Shelly. This is a PM Artist Studio, and I love it. All right, using the green. Let's see. Really want to get in the grooves. Gelli Shelly is from PM Artist Studio. It's one of my faves. One of my favorite stencils. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. You ready? Very transparent. Very pretty. I love it. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this off. We don't see anything. That doesn't surprise me. I am grabbing, no, wrong bowl. Hang on. This bowl. I am grabbing this. It's an off-white. I bought this for $1, and it did not have a label. I think, well, I got it at the Crafters Warehouse, and I think the agreement was, you know, if you're going to sell it that cheap, take our name off of it. But there was a whole barrel, and a lot of them were this color, but I didn't even know what I was buying. I didn't know if it was an oil base or not. I'm seeing a hair in there. I think it's on my brayer. It is. It's pink, so it's not my hair. Okay. I checked with my boyfriend, but I don't have one. Okay, let's put the purple on. I like to use a white on top of a dark color. You can really get some interesting designs just from the different textures. And you know, if I don't like it, I'll just roll it again. Now, if you're interested in seeing me make these into postcards, let me know in the comments, because that's the only way I will know that you're interested. Okay, up it comes. This is an exciting one. It's subtle, but I really like it. Can you see it? I'll try holding it closer. Anyway, I like it. Okay, hang on, because I got to do a bit of a reach. But I'm still here. Okay, I thought I had one more, but that's the end of the ones we did. Let's do a couple more. And I'm going to start with a pearl. Again, about a tablespoon of paint. You can always put more on, but if you have too much, you're honestly just wasting paint. And those are the ones where the people have such a hard time getting their prints to dry. Very sheer, very transparent, normal for pearl. Normal. We're going to do 2 more. Put that on there. Okay, what do we got? Do we know? Gorgeous. There we have it. Okay. Not going to put it too far away. And I'm going to pick another pearl. This is a blue. I'm not worrying about shouting out the names of all these colors and stuff, because I want you to use what you have. If you don't have any pearlized paint, don't worry about it. Just use what you have. Chalk paint, if you have chalk paint left over from a project, any water base compared to oil base. Now, even though acrylic paints are water base, they are permanent when dry. Just keep that in mind. Compared to a watercolor. Sorry, it just took me a second to get these to separate. Okay. Now, when I do the pictures, I won't put all the pictures on, but you'll get the drift. Sure you will. All right, I think I've smooth that down effectively. Lift her up. It picked up a lot of gold. Isn't that something? Oh, I think it's beautiful. I think it looks like a turquoise stone. All right. Now we've got those two light pearls. I want to pick a pretty color. All colors are pretty, but how about this? We haven't done reds. Let's do reds. See what we get. Good. Good, good, good. Do you see how a teaspoon of paint is plenty? If you want to do two colors at once, which a lot of people do, and I do that sometimes, then put half a teaspoon of each color. All right, last one. This is another PM Artist Studio. I will link their stencils. And let's grab the orange one. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Dropping, dropping. Here we go. Now, although the lines are fine in this, there's a lot of them. So I'm going to really do my best to give this a strong rub. Probably should have done it one of my first ones when I had more strength. But hey, that's all right. Now, some people brayer over their sheets. I haven't found that helpful for me. Doesn't hurt. But I just can't say that, oh, yeah, that really pressed it down. No. And maybe my brayer is too hard. I know it's rubber. All right. Up with this. What have we got? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Gorgeous. Okay, now take this off, but I've got the blue one handy. You ready? Here we go. Take this off. Not seeing too much on there. That's okay. Put this on. See what we get. There is, historically, there is more on the plate than you thought. You'll especially know that when you clean it. Now, I clean my gel plate to get the initial stuff off with baby wipes, which is on the packaging. It tells me that on the packaging to use baby wipes. And then I bought mineral oil. I got it from the pharmacy. It's designed as a laxative. Please don't use it as a laxative. I'm a nurse. Don't use it. But it's designed as a laxative, so it's obviously safe to consume. And then I just rub that on there and put it away. All right, here we go. Anything? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All righty. Well, please take a look at the end. I'm going to have some photographs. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this little simple gel plating expedition. Over here, another video is going to pop up, picked out just for you. I'll see you over there.